वक्रतुंड महाकाय सूर्यकोटिसमप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा। सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणी विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा। साक्षात्कृतं दयानन्दं परमार्थस्वरूपिणं तत्त्वज्ञानप्रशास्तारं प्रणतोऽस्मि परं पदं। वागर्थाविव सम्पृक्तौ वागर्थप्रतिपत्तये जगतः पितरौ वन्दे पार्वती परमेश्वरौ। येनाक्षरसमाम्नायम् अधिगम्य महेश्वरात् कृत्स्नं व्याकरणं प्रोक्तं तस्मै पाणिनये नमः। वाक्यकारं वररुचिं भाष्यकारं पतञ्जलिं पाणिनिं सूत्रकारं च प्रणतोऽस्मि मुनित्रयम्। ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यङ्करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। अल्पाक्षरम्
अल्पाक्षरम् असन्दिग्धम्
सारवद्विश्वतोमुखम्
सारवद्विश्वतोमुखम्
अस्तोभम् अनवद्यं च
अस्तोभम् अनवद्यं च
सूत्रं सूत्रविदो विदुः।
सूत्रं सूत्रविदो विदुः।
अयुन्
अयुन्
ऋलक्
ऋलक्
एओङ्
एओङ्
ऐऔच्
ऐऔच्
हयवरट्
हयवरट्
लन्
लन्
न्यमङणनम्
न्यमननम्
जघै
जघै
घटदश्
घटदश्
जबगडदश्
जबगडदश्
खपचठथ चटतौ
खपचटतौ
कपै
कपै
शशसर्
शशसर्
हल्
हल्
इति माहेश्वराणि सूत्राणि
माहेश्वराणि सूत्राणि
अकुहविसर्जनीयानां कण्ठः
अकुहविसर्जनीयानां कण्ठः
इचुयशानां तालु
इचुयशानां तालु
ऋटुरशानां ऊर्ध्वा
ऋटुरशानां मूर्धा
ऋतुलसानां दन्ताः
ऋतुलसानां दन्ताः
उपोपद्मानीयानाम् ओष्ठौ
उपपद्मानीयानाम् ओष्ठौ
न्यमङणननां नासिका च
नासिका च
दयितोः कण्ठतालु
Edaitoho
Kantatalu.
Odautogo Kanta Oshtam.
Odautoho
Kanta
Oshtam.
Vakarasya Danta Oshtam.
Vakarasya
Danta
Oshtam.
Muliyasya Jukha Mulyam.
Jihvamuliyasya jihvamulyam.
Nasika Anuswarasya.
Nasika anuswarasya.
Ramo Rajamanis Sada Vijayate Ramam Ramesham Bhaje.
Ramo Rajamani Sada Vijayate Ramam Ramesham Bhaje.
Ramena Bihata Nishachara Chamohu. Ramaya Tasmai Namaha.
Ramena
Bihata Nishachara
Ramaya Tasmai Namaha.
Asti Parayanam Parataram. Ramasya Dasosmyaham.
Nasti Parayanam Parataram
Ramasya
Dasosmyaham.
Chittalaya Sada Bhavatume. O Ramamamudhara.
Rame
Chittalaya Sada Bhavatume. O Ramamamudhara.
We'll chant the pratyas in the later. Just do one Subhashitam.
Sharanji,
Often we
உங்களோட
forget.
வாய்ஸ் வந்து டிஸ்டர்ப் ஆயிருக்கு.
Is it not clear to all? In the beginning, I asked it was clear, they said.
It's very clear to me.
Voice is not clear.
Clear or not clear?
Not clear. Little more sound.
I don't have any
Clear to
problem
me.
here.
No, it's clear to me.
Yeah, it's clear. That's it. Please check your connection. My
clear
side,
only.
yeah, it's. In the beginning, I asked all the students. They said it's clear. So you have to check your audio there. Here, I don't have any problem with audio or internet. Can more people confirm whether my voice is clear or not?
Clear.
Clear,
Sharanji.
Okay, then please check your side, check the audio. And those who keep the mic in unmute, please make sure that there is no background noise. So even if you move just your laptop or book, that voice is audible. It may disturb the other person. Okay, I'll continue. You can repeat after me. Apatkale tu samprapte.
Apale samprapte.
Yen mitramev tat.
Vridhikale tu samprapte.
Durjanopi suhrid bhavet.
Durjanopi suhrid bhavet.
So first we have to do Sandhi Vicheda. Apatkale, it is one word, Apatkale. Tu Samprapte, Yan Mitram, that can be split. What Sandhi Yan Mitram?
Yat Mitram.
Yat Mitram, yeah.
Yet Mitram.
Mitram.
What Sandhi is that? Yet Mitram.
The first would be Jashwa Sandhi.
Jashwa Sandhi.
Yeah.
Anunasika Sandhi.
Anunasika Sandhi. What does it mean? What does it say? Yet becomes yad, just a Sandhi.
Yad. Yeah.
Then
Yaronu Nasikono. The following letter is your letter.
Makara
what the
at
following letter is here? Yer is followed by Anunasika.
Oh, yeah,
Anunasika.
yeah.
Yer letter followed by Anunasika. Yat plus Mitram. Mitram Makara follows. Therefore, Dakara, which is the yer letter, will be replaced by the Anuswara of its Varga class, which is Nakara. So, Yat Mitram. The Mitram Eva Tat. Mitram Eva Tat. The Tat is separate. Okay. Mitram Eva Tat. Tat is a separate padam. Then second line, Vriddhi Kale, one word, Tu Samprapte, Durjanopi. We know that Sandhi.
Yeah.
Durjanopi is
Turjanaha plus Sapi.
Turjanaha plus
Sapi.
what Sandhi is that?
So Visarga.
Visarga
Preceded by
preceded by
Akara.
A and followed by
Followed by
Akara.
Replaced.
Yeah.
replaced by Ukara.
Ukara, Guna, and Purva Rupa takes place.
Next one, the last word, Suhrud Bhaved.
That is Jashva, Suhrit,
Suhrit plus Bhavet.
plus Bhavet.
Suhrit plus Bhaved. Suhrud Bhaved. Okay. So, Suhrut Bhaved. Bhaved. What Lakara is that? Bhaved.
Vidhi
Ling Lakara.
Ling Lakara.
Ling Lakara.
Ling Lakara. So, Yat Mitram, Tat Mitram. Tat Mitram Eva. Yat Mitram, Tat Mitram Eva. Yat Mitram, Apat Kale Samprapte. Yat Mitram, Tat Mitram Eva. Vriddhi Kale tu Samprapte. Durjanaha api Suhrit Bhavet. Itself, it's a sentence. So, we don't have to do any special anvaya for this. Apatkala. Apatkale Saptami Bhakti Ekavachanam. Samprapte. Apatkale Samprapte Sati. Sati Saptami. When the difficult times comes, when the difficult time comes, Yat Mitram, that friend who is with you at that time, Yat Mitram, Tat Mitrameva. That is Mitra, that is friendship. That friendship which stays with you is a real friendship. Vriddhikale to Samprapti. Vriddhikale Samprapti Sati. Durjanaha api. Durjanaha is Dushta Janaha. Dushta Janaha api. Dushta Janaha is Pratama Bhakti Ekavachana. Janaha. Jana also declinable. Janaha Janau Janaha. Bhagavachanam Janaha. Janaha means people. In Bhagavachanam also we have the form Janaha. So here Dushta Janaha is Ekavachanam. Therefore Bhavet. Dushta Janaha Suhrit Bhavet. Dushta Janaha Pratama Bhakti Ekavachanam. Suhrit Pratama Bhakti Ekavachanam. Subjective complement. Even the Dushta Jana will be, or when you translate, become Suhrit, well-wisher, your friend. Vriddhikale to Samprapti, in times of prosperity. So you can mark the cases. You can split the Sandhi. And we can write this subjective complement, Suhrit and Durjanaha Suhrit, subjective complement. Vibhakti you can write. Two is Avya. And Saptami is Sati Saptami. You will see Sati Saptami later. Apatkale, that is when you translate it will be when the time comes, when it happens. That is the meaning. Sati Saptami. Okay. The last class, we saw, I introduced one more Sandhi. That is, it was that is Apadanta Nakara and Makara. We'll talk about that again. We'll talk about that again. But before that, let us chant this. Saṃskṛtapade nitya
Saṃskṛtapade
nitya
या
nitya dhātupasargayoh
Nityādhātupasargayoh
Gayoho
nitya samase vakyetu
Samase vaketu
sa vivaksham apekshate.
Vivaksham apekshate.
This shloka talks about the Samhita, that is Sandhi. Sandhi, where Sandhi is must, where it is must, where it is not. It is talked about here. Samhita means Sandhi. Samhita is a technical word for Sandhi. Panini Maharishi uses the word Samhita for Sandhi. Samhita ekapade. Samhita plus ekapade. What will happen? Vriddhi. Samhitaikapade. So if you split this, Samhitaikapade, Samhita plus ekapade, Samhitaikapade, Vriddhi happens. Samhita is akarantaha, strilinga. Therefore, nitya. Samhita nitya. Nitya means all it must. Samhita, Sandhi must be done. Nitya, it is compulsory. There is no optionality for Sandhi. Nitya is strilinga. Why? Because Samhita is strilinga. Ekapade. Ekapade means within a word, within a padam, a word. We don't have choice. We have seen some examples like patanti, patati, patataha, patanti. How do you get patanti? If you remember, pat plus shap plus anti, right? Then pata plus anti. Pata plus anti, what happens there? Pata plus anti, what sandhi?
Pararupa
Pararupa sandhi. Apadanta followed by guna letter.
Guna letter.
The good that which is a pararupa. That pararupa will be the replacement. You don't have choice. Patanti is the form. So pata plus anti, you must do the sandhi. Because it's a ekapada, it's a tingantam. It's a kriya padam. Similarly for subantam also, namapadam. So within a padam, sandhi is a must, should be done. Similarly, nitya dhatu upasargayoho. Between the upasarga and the dhatu. Between the upasarga. Upasargas are those which are added to dhatu. So between them also, sandhi is a must. Upasarga and dhatu. You cannot maintain it separately. Sandhi should be done. This is number 2, second point. Third point is nitya samase. In samasa, in a compound word. In a compound word, sandhi is a must. Should be done compulsory. Like there is a word, Rameshwara. Rameshwara is a compound. Two words are there, Rama and Ishvara. So you cannot say Rama and Ishvara. Rama and Ishvara means they are two different things. If you mean only one thing, then you have to do sandhi. If you mean only one thing, which is a samasa, compound, then Rama plus Ishvara should be combined. And Rameshwara you have to say. Rameshwara is different. Rama, Ishvara is different. So it depends on what you want to say. Are you saying Rama and Ishvara, or you are saying Rameshwara? If it is Rameshwara, then it is samasa. If it is Rama and Ishvara, it means two different things. One is Rama, other one is Ishvara. They are not samasa. They are vyasta padam. Samasa is samasta padam. It's a single padam, one word, which has got words within it. Between the words, sandhi is a must. So nitya samase. Vakye tu sa vivaksham apekshate. Sa refers to samhita, sandhi. Sa, sandhi, vakye, in a sentence having many words. Between the words of the sentence, the sandhi is vivaksham apekshate. It is expected on the vivaksha, of the, it depends on the speaker. It depends on the vivaksha. Vaktumicha is vivaksha. It depends on the intention of the speaker. So between the words in a sentence, sandhi is optional. It depends on the speaker. So between the words in a sentence, it is optional. Whereas within a word, between dhatu and upasarga, and within a samasa, it's a must. This is what I have given here. Explained it using certain words. You can see sandhi is a must in the case of following situations. That is, between a pratipadikam and a pratyaya, the point number 1, it is a must. Between a pratipadikam and a pratyaya. Supratyaya. Or any pratyaya. Even tadita pratyaya also we will add. Or even samasanta pratyaya also we will add. So between them, sandhi is a must. We know only supratyaya. So pratipadikam and supratyaya. Sandhi is a must. Whatever sandhi happens, we have to do. Then between a dhatu and a pratyaya. For that, we have seen examples. The patanti itself is an example for that. Pata plus anti. Between a dhatu and a pratyaya, sandhi should be done. Between a upasarga prefix and the dhatu, sandhi is a must. And between the words in a samasa, sandhi is a must. So the verse can be explained using these 4 points. These 4 points are what covered by this shloka. Excepting the above, in all the other situations, sandhi is optional. And it depends on the vivaksha of the speaker. It depends on the speaker. So you can join the words and write, or you can split and write also. Like we say, saha gacchati, we say, saha gacchati, or sa gacchati. Your choice. When sa gacchati is there, we have to understand sa is saha. How does visarga is disappeared? That sandhi we must know how it disappeared. To say saha gacchati or sa gacchati, to say or write, it is fine. It is depends on you, on the speaker. There is no problem in that. So this is the sandhi shloka, important shloka. Now, before proceeding, this file is sandhi rule number 5. This summary of sandhi rules 5. It is uploaded in the one Google Drive. You will see that. You will see there this, and the next revision also is there. In that next revision, a lot of other sandhi rules are added. For that, you need to be very clear about these sandhi rules, whatever we have covered in this file. That is summary of sandhi rules number 5. In this document, whatever rules we have covered, if you are clear, then further rules we can see, which is covered in the next revision. So, in this file, I have added this Vriddhi Sandhi number 2, which was not there before. This already we know. Vriddhi Sandhi number 2. Why am I naming number 2? Because number 1 is Vriddhi Sandhi. We know that akara or akara followed by H letter, then what happens? Purva pariyogastane. Vriddhihi ekadesha bhavati. We know that. That is Vriddhi Sandhi number 1. Vriddhi Sandhi number 1. This is Vriddhi Sandhi. We know this. So since this already is there, Vriddhi Sandhi, therefore I am naming this as Vriddhi Sandhi number 2. This naming is only for our identification. Vriddhi Sandhi number 2. These numbers also will change when the document is revised. When we see some more rules, we are going to see. This comes later. So as of now, it is Vriddhi Sandhi number 2. So when the number changes, when the name changes, you please follow that. Because we are going to see more and more rules. What does this rule say? When art is followed by Ajadi Dhatu, then both the Purva and the Para will be replaced by Vriddhi letter. We have seen this. Where did we see this? Anybody?
The lung form.
Lung form. We have seen lung form. Do you remember? Lung form we have seen.
Yeah.
In lung form, what happens is Dhatu beginning with Hal, a consonant. Dhatu beginning with a consonant. Haladi. Haladi Dhatu will take At Agama. Haladi Dhatu will take At Agama. Whereas Ajadi Dhatu. Ajadi means Ach Adihi. Ach is the Adi. Ach means vowel. Vowel is at the beginning of the Dhatu. They are called Ajadi. So you have to be familiar with these words so that I can use it. Ajadi, Haladi. Hal Adi. Hal means consonant. Adi means beginning. That which has consonant at the beginning. Haladi. And it is Dhatu. Therefore, Haladi Dhatu. Similarly, Ajadi Dhatu. Ach is the Adi of the Dhatu. Ajadi Dhatu. If the Dhatu is Ajadi Dhatu, then instead of At, Art will be the Agama. Art will be the Agama. I will type one example to understand. At Dhatu we know. At, to move around. At Dhatu. In Lang Lakara, what happens? At Dhatu belongs to first Gana. It belongs to Vadi Gana. So Shap will come. And the Gana Vikana Pratyaya is, what is the Gana Vikana Pratyaya? Pratama Purusha Ekavachana. Sorry, not Gana Vikana. Gana Vikana already I have written Shap. But think Pratyaya. Gana Pratama Purusha Ekavachana Pratyaya. What is that?
Tip.
Tip is general. For Lang Lakara it is? Anybody?
It is
Pipra.
Tip is general one. That is not even tip actually. That's okay. Let us say tip. Okay, fine. Tip. Pasmapadi, tip. That is Takara. Yes.
Takara.
For Lang Lakara it is Takara. We chant every class, right? Takara Taman, Takara Tamta, Ambama. Today we didn't do. But remember this Takara is the Parasmapadi Pratyaya. Pratama Purusha Ekavachana Pratyaya for Lang. So, At plus Shap plus the thing Pratyaya, which is Takara here. Now, this is what Dhatu? Haladi or Ajadi?
Ajadi.
Ajadi.
Ajadi. Therefore, Art will be the Agama. Have you seen this before? Or no?
Yes, we have seen.
You have seen. I have explained
Yes,
everything.
yes, Sir.
Abhavata, Abhavatam,
Yeah.
for Haladi,
Yeah.
for Ajadi. So, Art is the Agama. Okay, Art is the Agama. At plus Shap plus Takara, we know what happens here. At plus Shap plus is Atad. Shap is A. So At plus A becomes Ata. So this becomes Atad. And now Art A is there. A plus A. What will happen? It becomes
Artat.
Atad. That A plus A becomes A. Not Savarna Dirgha. It is by this rule Vriddhi. Savarna Dirgha or Vriddhi, the forms are same. Because A is the Dirgha form. A is the Dirgha form. And also A happens to be Vriddhi. Therefore, you don't see clearly the difference here. Whereas in other dhatus, you may see. So, Art is the Agama. Art is the Agama in Lang Lakara for the Ajadi dhatu. So, there what happens? This A plus the following, that is the vowel of the dhatu, both will be replaced by the vriddhi. That is what the rule says. I'll give another example. You can take ich dhatu, ich plus ich dhatu, which is the sixth gana dhatu, ich plus sha plus gana vikarna is sha. Sha is the content is a. So ich plus a plus it. So what will happen here? Ich, this becomes ichat. Then a plus e will be replaced by aichat. Aichat. So aichat is a form. Aichat, aichatam, aichan, aichaha, aichatam, aichata, aicham, aichava, aichama. This is lung form of ich dhatu. That form is ichati, ichataha, ichanti. Whereas in lung form, in past tense. So art is the agama. And takara is it letter. Therefore, it's a tit agama. Because it is tit agama, therefore, ich is the stani. Before the stani, it is added. Art agama being a tit agama, I can use the word tit agama. I can understand. Tit is, takara is it, in which. That is called a tit. So art being a tit, and ich is the stani. So art, the tit agama is added before the stani. That we have seen. I will explain again later. The context is coming now. Next one. So art agama comes. So here you apply this rule. Art followed by ajari dhatu. Both purva and para. Purva and para is a is the purva and para is e. Will be replaced by vriddhi letter. So here you can see the vriddhi. A plus e doesn't become guna. Doesn't generally what you do? You apply guna. A plus e becomes a. Whereas here vriddhi happens. Therefore, this sandhi, that is vriddhi sandhi number 2, is exception to guna sandhi. If you want, you can write also. This is apavada to. Apavada means exception. Apavadaha, not only to guna, it is exception to guna, it is exception to savana dirgha. So that's why I'm not writing it. So you have to understand this. It depends on the context. It is exception to savana dirgha, which we saw just now, atat. And here in this form, aichat, it is exception to guna sandhi. Therefore, this is exception to many rules, many sandhi rules, what we have seen. So this is vriddhi sandhi number 2. Any doubt in this? Since already already I explained this, that's why I'm not writing the examples and doing this, because we have seen this before. Lung form. If any still doubt is there, you can ask me. I will do separately. It's clear?
Yes, Sharan.
Yes, Sharan.
Yes, Jay.
Okay. So vriddhi sandhi number 2. So you need to know this, but this is the number 2. Then this new sandhi, what we saw, I hope you remember this. Repanusvara sandhi, this is a name what we give. That is padanta nakara followed by chav, chav followed by Then the nakara will be replaced by repa and the preceding vowel will get anuswara or anunasika adesha. Therefore, you will have 2 forms. This we have seen. Then you can see that its number is 837. That is why it is put it in an order before 8315. That is visarga. Repa will be replaced by visarga. The birth of visarga, which happens in the rule number 11. Before that, it is placed this rule. Repanusvara sandhi. Then after that, visarga undergoes changes that we saw. And Sharparekar, this sandhi we saw, visarga followed by kar letter. Visarga followed by kar, generally what will happen will be replaced by sakara. Visarga followed by kar. But here the kar is followed by shar. What happens? Visarga will not be replaced by sakara. Visarga will be replaced by visarga only. So this is exception. Sharpare kar is an exception to replacement of Visarga by Sakara. This also we have seen. That is why Sukinaha Kshatriyaha, when in that example, Sukinaha Visarga must be pronounced. You cannot drop it, or you cannot make it into a Jukhamaliya. No. Sukinaha is Sukinaha only. This is a common mistake people do. That is why it's important. Note. Then after this, we saw Visarga followed by Shar letter. Visarga followed by Shar, generally what happens? Visarga optionally replaced by Sakara. That we know, rule number 14. Then to that, as an extension, we saw this rule. That is, Visarga followed by Shar, and the Shar is followed by Kar. Then what happens? Visarga is dropped optionally. Visarga is dropped optionally. So you have to watch the letter following Shar. So this is rule number 15. Kar pare Shar. Then we saw other rules and all we have seen. Then in the Vyanjana Sandhi rules, Jashtra Sandhi, number 1, we know, and Anuswara Sandhi. Now only Anuswara Sandhi. Anuswara Sandhi number 1, followed by Anuswara Sandhi number 2. Anuswara Sandhi number 1, Padanta Makara will be replaced by Anuswara when followed by consonant. Simple. If it is followed by vowel, or if it is at the end followed by Avasana, then Makara will remain. Nothing happens. At the end of a sentence, the end of the sentence, the word ending at the end of the sentence, ending with a Makara will remain. Nothing will happen because Avasana. And it followed by the vowel, I have another word beginning with a vowel, then also Makara will remain. Only when followed by the vowel, Makara will be replaced by Anuswara. So Anuswara is born here. So that is the point here. The Sandhi rule is simple, but that note, Anuswara is born. And the Anuswara which is born can undergo further changes in the following sutra. Anuswara can undergo change. Anuswara when followed by Yai letter, we have seen. What will happen? Parasavarna. Anuswara when followed by Yai letter, then Anuswara will be replaced by Parasavarna. Parasavarna Sandhi. So after the birth of Anuswara only, Parasavarna can happen. So Anuswara is born here. That is why Anuswara Sandhi number 1 is important, and Anuswara Sandhi number 2 also. Anuswara Sandhi number 1 only for Padanta Makara. And Padanta Nakara, which is covered in the Visarga Sandhi. Padanta Nakara, if it is Padanta Nakara followed by Chav, followed by Yam, we have seen what will happen to Padanta Nakara. Will be replaced by Repa and the preceding vowel by Anuswara or Anunasika, we have seen. That is Padanta Nakara. Now, if it is not Padanta Nakara, not Padanta Makara, what will happen? Anuswara Sandhi number 2. This is what I think we saw in the last class. That is Apadanta Nakara and Apadanta Makara. When it is followed by Jal letter, then it will be replaced by Anuswara. So Apadanta conditions are dealt here. This is Anuswara Sandhi number 2. Apadanta Nakara, Apadanta Makara. When followed by Jal, will be replaced by Anuswara. So Anuswara is born either by Anuswara Sandhi number 1 or Anuswara Sandhi number 2. Anuswara is born. And this Anuswara may undergo further change in the successive rules. By the successive rules, it can change. Anuswara followed by Yai, replaced by Parasavarna. So now, here, I will explain further on this. In this example, you can see, Kapi is a Dhatu. Kapi is not monkey. Okay. It is a Dhatu. Kapi, that Chandra Bindu you see, that is Anunasika. So, Dhatu is Kapi, ending with the Anunasika Ach. And we have seen Anunasika Ach is it considered to be it letter. In the Upadesha, Anunasika Ach will be called it. What is Upadesha? Can anyone say what is Upadesha?
Upadeshaka dhatus in the sutra.
Original dhatu.
Sutra.
No. Again, somebody said, what is that?
Original dhatu in the.
Original dhatu. Yes. What did you say, Krishnanji?
Actually, the Upadeshaka dhatus in the sutras, the sutra pata.
Is that only Upadesha?
In
What
the
is
dhatu
Upad?
pata.
What is Upadesha?
Ashtadhyayi, Dhatupata, Ganapata,
Ah.
everything.
Yeah.
Lingana Sasanam.
All the five texts. All the five texts.
Sutra Pata, that is called Ashtadhyayi, Sutra work of Panini Maharishi. Then Dhatu Pata, another text. Ganapata, one more text he has written, Ganapata. This Ganapata is different. Gana is collection of words which are grouped. Ganapata. Then the fourth one we have Linga Anushasanam. Linga Anushasanam. The linga of a word is determined by the text. Linga Anusha. Determined by certain things which is mentioned in the text. Linga Anushasanam. He has given. Panini Maharishi has written this. Linga Anushasanam, another grantha. Another one is Unadi Sutra. These 5 granthas are called Upadesha. And in this 5 granthas, the Pratyaya, the Adesha, they are also called Upadesha. Pratyaya, this Agama, all these are called Upadesha. So this Kapi is a Dhatu, which is in the Dhatu Pata. In the Dhatu Pata is Upadesha now, right? Upadesha, the Upadesha means that which are instructed by Panini Maharishi, Upadesha. So Kapi is a Dhatu, which is in the Dhatu Pata. Dhatu Pata is Upadesha. Therefore, in the Upadesha, Anunasika Ach will be considered as It. This we have seen when we saw It Prakaranam. Introduce It, what are It and all, before we saw. So in Upadesha, in the Upadesha, Anunasika Ach will be considered as It. That which is It will become Lopaha, which is not a part of the, it's only a packing. It letters are only packing letter. The content is only Kapi. The content is only Kapi. The content is only, not Kapi, cup only. I mean, the content is only cup, if you can write. Cup is the content. But we don't say it as a cup. If it is cup, then why Kapi? That E is required. E is not required. You can simply write Kappa, you can write. Instead of Kapi, you could have written Kappa. That would have been fine. That is the reason why he wrote Kapi. That is, here the what letter is It? Here the It letter is, E is the It letter. Here, E is the It letter. E is the It. You understand? It means this It is different from this It. It means marking letter, It letter. Which letter is the It letter? The E is the It letter. And here the Takara, it limits the Ivarna to the short E only. That is what this Takara does here. The Takara, what Takara does here, that which is in quote, is it limits the Ivarna. Ivarna stands for all the 18 Varnas, right? 18 Savarna. It limits only to the short vowel E. That is what this It does. So here it means it is E. Literally it means E only. And this is, it is It letter. It is a name, Sanya. It means marking letter. Now, It Yasya Saha. What happens if you join this? It plus It. What you get? It plus It. It is, you can take it as a padam. It is another padam. So 2 padams, It plus It, Sandhi. Takara will become Dakara.
Dakara.
Dakara plus It. So what will happen now? Idit. It is idit. So the dhatu is idit dhatu. The dhatu is idit dhatu. This we saw in the last class. Remember, dhatu is idit dhatu. If the dhatu is idit dhatu, then we can understand that ikara is the it letter. If we say dhatu is idit dhatu, it means ikara is the it letter of the dhatu. Suppose if ukara is it letter, there are dhatus where ukaras are it.
Udit.
It becomes
Udit.
ud. Any doubt in this? Because you have to be familiar with this so that I can use it. I can use comfortably. Idit, udit. Instead of saying every time this dhatu is ikara is it, therefore this happens. So if you are familiar with these terms, I can use it. That's why I'm explaining this again. Even though I explained this before. Idit, udit. Similarly, you can take any word. If suppose if rikara is it in a dhatu, then what happens? It is ridit. You can say like there are no ridit and all. Just I'm saying, if dhatus are there, but there is no utility of the word idit. Idit is used, that is why it's important. What is the use idit? Idit dhatus will get num agama. Idit dhatu will get num agama. All this you have to note because the separate notes are not there. Maybe when I prepare notes, I will send you, but the concept you understand. Idit dhatu, idit will take num agama. Idit dhatu will take num agama. Now, num agama, one more word. What is num? We have to know. Idit dhatus will take num agama. We'll come to num agama. Num agamas and all later. So, num agama means the content of num is only nakara. Nakara is the content. Content of num is nakara. Num is that again here the u also anunasika ach. Therefore, it is it. Because I said agama is also upadesha. So, anunasika ach also it letter. Makara is also it letter. That u also it. Therefore, the content is only nakara. So, now coming back to the kapi dhatu. Kapi dhatu is a idit dhatu. Therefore, it will take a num agama. And num being an agama, agama is addition. Agama is addition. Adesha is, what is the difference between an adesha and an agama? Can anyone say what is the difference?
Adesha replaces Tani.
Replaces, yeah.
Agama is being added.
Added to stani.
Added to Stani.
Stani, note here, stani could be a varna, is a letter. Or stani could be a group of letters also. Stani could be a letter like in yen sandhi. Stani could be a letter, or stani could be a group of words also. Group of letters, not words, group of letters. More than one word, more than one letter. Like this dhatu. Dhatu has got more varnas are there. So, stani could be a single varna which is replaced by another varna, another adesha. That is one. Or it could be more letters. Anyway, that depends. Now, if the stani has got more number of letters, now where will you add this agama? That question comes. Where will you add this agama? A stani having more number of varna, letters. So where do you add this agama? That is where the next topic is. Let's see that. Let's explain this. Please see this. Agama. There are three types of agama. Sthani, we are very familiar. Sthani we know, Adesha we know. Sthani is the placeholder. Adesha is that which replaces the Sthani. What is agama? Agama means additions. Agama is addition. There are three types of agamas. There are three types of agamas. Hit agama, mit agama, and kit agama. Tit agama, tit additions. What is tit agama? Tit agama means takara is it in which, that is called tit. Takara, letter takara is it letter. In that is called tit agama. Like art agama. Art is the example. Art or at is the example. Where takara is the it letter. The content is only a. Okay. So similarly art also. The content is only a. So tit agamas, that is that which has takara as an it letter, they are added to the beginning of this Sthani. They are added to the beginning of this Sthani. This is tit agama. And mit agama. What is mit agama? Makara is it in which, that is called mit. Mit agamas are added after the last vowel of the Sthani. So if the Sthani has got more varnas, more letters, then you have to find the last vowel in the Sthani. After the last vowel, this mit agamas are added. Example for mit agama, our num itself. Num, makara is it, and u is ach, anunasika ach, that is also it. The content is only nakara. The content of num is only nakara. So nakara, now where will you add? Coming back to here, where will you add now? Now you have it is, that e is it letter gone. Now cup is there. What is cup? Kakara plus a plus pakara. Where is the last H? There is only one H, which is the first and which is the last. Therefore, this is a letter. After this only, you have to add the num agama. The num agama. The content of num is only nakara. So nakara comes here. So what do you get? Kakara plus a is ka, and nakara plus pakara kan. You get the form kan. This is how all the idit dhatus get num agama. So you get kan. Any doubt in this?
We couldn't see what you typed now.
Oh, very good. Thanks for telling that. Okay. Sorry. I said, okay, I'll explain this again. This kapi is there, E is it letter. E is it letter, therefore it is only cup. Right? Cup is, that is kakara plus a plus pakara. Now this kapi being an idit dhatu gets a num agama. Where will you add the num? After the last h. There is only one h here, akara, which is the first as well as the last. It is the last h. So after this you have to add the num agama. Right? So the content of num is only akara. So therefore you have akara plus a is ka, and nakara and pakara is there. So you get kan. This is what I said. Clear?
Yes.
Kameshwari, yes.
Yes.
Yes,
Now, nakara is there. Is it a padanta nakara? No. Apadanta nakara. Followed by pakara, which is a jal letter. Therefore, that apadanta nakara will be replaced by anuswara. Therefore, you get kam. And now, anuswara is born. And this anuswara further becomes kam. How does it happen? Not by this anuswara sandhi number 2. It happens by the rule
Parasavarna.
Parasavarna.
Parasavarna comes later. Anuswara followed by a letter. Anuswara will be replaced by the fifth letter of the following letter, following a letter, that varga. So it becomes kamp. So therefore you get kamp. You understand this? All of you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Now, this is not yet over. Going back to the agama. All these are technical things we need to know because this is a basis for further later development you will see. The kit agama, then let me complete the agama topic. Kit agama is left out. Kit agama is that which has kakara as it letter. Kakara as it letter. That is called kit. So if it is a kit agama, then they are added to the end of the sthani. So the sthani is looked upon as having three parts. First part, middle part, and last part. To the beginning, you add tit agama, and in the middle, that is after the last ach, you add mit agama. At the end, you add kit agama. Clear? This is clear? So I can use tit, kit, mit. I can say idit, dhatus, and tit agama added to the beginning. All these things you need to know so that I can comfortably add the agama and do the karyam. Is it clear, this agama topic?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, see.
Why this is important now? Because we are going to see one sandhi where you will see the kit agama. So this is a basis for that. Now going back to the sandhi rule again. So far what I said is not new, already has been covered in the previous class. So this part I'm deleting. It's not part of this table. Okay. Now, rule number 26 is a new one. We have not seen. I'll explain this. But before that, I will explain one more. This file also is updated. It is further updated. That will come later. Now we are going to see this other sandhi rules. Okay, this comes under other sandhi rule. Because it is not in this Tripari. It is in the Sapada Saptadhyagi. So therefore covered as other sandhi rules. What does it say? We will see. I'm naming it as Tugagama Sandhi number 1. We will explore the name later. First let us see what the rule says. Rasva Ach. This is a new rule we are seeing today. Please note. Rasva Ach followed by Chakara. Very specifically Chakara. Okay. Will take Tuk Agama. So Tuk Agama. Not Agama. Tuk Agama only. Some typo. Tuk Agama has come. This is what we talked about recently. Tuk Agama. Rasva Ach followed by Chakara. Example. Vriksha followed by Chaya. Chakara follows. Follows what? Follows Vriksha. The Vriksha ending with the Rasva. So Akara is there, which is Rasva. Which is followed by the Chakara. So Chakara is preceded by Rasva Ach. This is a condition. Now, Tuk Agama comes. You tell me where the Tuk Agama will come. Anybody? Tuk is Kit. Tuk is Kit. The content of Tuk is Takara. Remember, the content of Tuk is Takara and Tuk is Kit Agama. Where the Agama added.
End of the
End of the sthani.
In between, not in between.
End of the sthani.
End of the sthani.
End of the sthani. Here the sthani is
Vriksha.
Riksha.
Rasva Ach is a sthani. Short vowel.
Yeah.
Rasva Ach will take Tukagama when you say. Remember, Rasva Ach will take Tukagama you say. Rasva Ach could be A, I, O, R, L. All these are Rasva Ach. It will take Tukagama. When I say this Rasva Ach, just typing it here. Rasva Ach can be E, A, I, U, R, etc. Right? So this Rasva Ach will take Tukagama. This is a sthani. A is a sthani. Will take Tukagama. Tuk being a kit. And it is added after that. Takara will come here. If E is the sthani, Rasva Ach, Takara will come here. If U is the sthani, takara will come here. If R is the sthani, then takara will come here. If it is takes tuk agama, it comes like this. Okay. Therefore, rasva ach is a sthani and tuk agama comes at the end of the sthani, which is rasva ach. So therefore, vrikshat, you get vrikshat. Vrikshat plus chaya. After that, what happens? You know. What's sandhi?
Jashtva Sandhi.
Jashtva sandhi, if it is pada,
Yes,
jashtva can happen. If it is not a padanta, just then move forward.
Then
Shrutva Sandhi.
Shrutva sandhi happens. That's all.
Happens.
So you get takara is replaced by chakara. You get vrikshas chaya. Do you understand this rule? This is called tugagama sandhi. Why it is tugagama? Tuk plus, I'm just giving a name. Okay. Tuk plus agama. What will happen? What sandhi now? Tuk plus agama.
Now Jashtva Sandhi will happen.
Yeah. It is just certain. Tug.
Tug.
Agama, then tugagama. Tugagama sandhi. This is a naming which I give. So you can follow. Tugagama sandhi number 1. Why number 1? Because number 2 is going to come. Therefore number 1. So please note this. Tugagama sandhi. Any doubt in this?
no, it's clear.
No, Shan.
If there's any doubt, please ask. This is tugagama sandhi. So rasva ach will take tukagama when followed by chakara. That's all. This is the rule. Checha. See, the rule also very simple. Panini Sutra also simple. Checha. Che means follows. Follows what? Ach. Rasva ach will take tukagama. 6173. That's number and sutra for my reference. Okay. Ganesh, you understand?
Yes, Sharangi.
This file is available in the OneDrive link. We can download from there.
Yes, sir.
Then the next one, Tugagama Sandhi number 2. Tugagama Sandhi number 2. Please listen. Padanta dirgha ach. Padanta dirgha ach. Ach means vowel. What vowel? It is a dirgha vowel, that is long vowel. Long vowel at the end of a padam. So 3 things are there. Padanta dirgha ach. Must be able to understand. Padanta dirgha ach. Followed by same chakara. Followed by chakara. We'll take tuk agama. Optionally. Here optionally is there. So 2 possibilities. You can take, you need not take also. Optionally. Why it is padanta, the padanta dirgha? Because previous one was rasvach only. There no condition of padanta. That is why just a vidhi when you said, I didn't say if it is padanta you apply, you said, but it's not padanta. If it is a padanta, it's not mentioned here. It's a padanta or a padanta is not mentioned. It can be both. Please see from the 2 rules you have to understand what this rule means also. Rasvach means it could be a padanta rasvach or it could be a padanta rasvach. There are no such conditions here. It is open. Whereas here, Tugagama Sandhi number 2, it's very specific. If it is a apadanta dirghach, then it will not take Tugagama. Only if it is a padanta dirghach, it will take Tugagama when followed by chakara. You understand this point? This is important. See the 2 rules and compare these 2 rules and understand. The previous rule doesn't talk about padanta condition. Therefore, it could be any h, any rasvach, padanta rasvach or a padanta rasvach. But here, padanta dirghach followed by chakara. Chakara is a nimitta which follows. Therefore, will take tukagama. Which will take tukagama? Chakara will take or the dirghach will take? Which will take tukagama? Dirghach will take tukagama. That is a sthani here. Sometimes the confusion can come. Chakara is sthani or ach is sthani? Clearly ach is sthani. Okay. Chakara will not take. If Chakara takes, where the Agama will come for Chakara? Tell me. If Chakara takes Tukagama, where the Agama will come? In the previous example, let us take. If Chakara takes Tukagama, where will come? It has to come immediately after Chakara. So what is the point in talking about Sandhi between these two? No point, right? Understand?
Yes, Ji.
Just giving a logical reason why Takara must come here. Yes, if Tukagama comes for Chakara, Chakara which is follows, and after Chakara, whatever letter follows, what does it matter? Sandhi for the Sandhi doesn't matter. For Sandhi is between the last letter of the Purva Padam and the first letter of the following Padam, right? Therefore, it is only for Ach. Okay. Now, Padanta Dirgha Ach takes Tukagama. Example, Shikarini. It is Padanta. Shikarini. Chandaha. Chandaha is another padam. Shikarini is the E is the Dirgha Ach followed by Chakara. So Dirgha Ach will take Tukagama optionally. So therefore, Tukagama comes here, becomes then here Takara has come. Now it can undergo Jastvam. Shikarini will become Shikarinid. Then Dakara and Chakara is the Chutva Sandhi you can apply. Shikarini Chandaha. This is one form. Or optionally it will not take Tukagama. Tukagama is optional. So, therefore, if it doesn't take Tukagama, Shikarini Chandaha. So two forms you have. This is by the rule Padanta Dva Dirgat 6176. Understand this rule?
Yes, Swamiji.
Previous one was Rasva Ach followed by Chakara. Here this one is for Dirgha Ach. Then what is the difference between these two if you ask? This is for Padanta Dirgha Ach. What about the previous one Rasva Ach? That we didn't specify any condition. It can be Padanta or Apadanta, no problem. That is the final conclusion. Shall I move forward? Understand this?
Yes,
Yes,
Ji.
Ranji.
Yes,
Is
yes,
it,
Sharan.
is it do you find difficult to understand this? Anybody can ask me. I'm going at a very slow pace and giving you all the base for understanding things. If you have difficulty, you have to tell me. So moving forward now. You know now this Sandhi, this Agama. So I can introduce one more rule. One more rule, which is you can see here. Yes. Before that, you know this ngam. Have you heard this ngam somewhere? Ngam. Where this ngam comes? What is ngam? Ngam. Ngam is a pratyahara. Ngam is a pratyahara. What are the contents of ngam? The content of ngam. Which pratyahara sutra? Which sutra is that? Mageshwara Sutra.
Yeah.
So
Nyamangana.
it's Nakara only.
You have to remember the Mageshwara
Only
Sutra.
Nakara.
Nakara.
Nya, ma, nga,
Na,
na, nam.
nam.
Okay, remember the Mageshwara Sutra. There in the sutra, you can see the sutra, 7th sutra. Nya, ma, nga, na, nam. So the pratyagara ngam starting from nakara up to the makara is the eighth letter. So na, na, na. Only the 3 letters. The nam pratyaya is important. That is, we are going to use that. We are going to use that. Nam, na, na, Na. Ngam pratyaya. Remember this. So, ngam, you can see. If I say ngut, if I say ngut, ngut is what? Titagama. I'm giving a basis to understand the rule, what we are going to see. So, please watch this. Understand this. Ngam is the pratyahara which covers the three letters nakara, nakara, nakara. When I say ngut, ngut is takara is the ith letter and u is also ith letter. The content of ngut is nakara. It is what is ngut? It's an agama because takara is ith letter is there and the context is tit agama. Its context is agama, so it's a tit agama. Similarly, I can say nut. Nut is takara is the ith letter. It's a tit agama. The nut is a tit agama. Takara is a ith letter, and u. The u also ith letter. The content of nut is nakara. Similarly, nut content of nut is nakara. So we have got three agamas now. Nut, nut, and nut. Now these three can be combined into one through the pratyahara. The three agamas can be combined into one through the pratyahara. And the pratyahara you can see the pratyahara form of that, which is ngamut, ngamut, which is ngamut. Ngamut means what? Ngamut is takara is it and u is also it. The content is nakara, 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 and they're all it titagamas. Therefore, ngamut stands for nut, nut, and nut.
Screen.
Screen தெரியலையா?
Ah.
ரொம்ப லேட்டா சொல்றீங்க. முன்னாடி சொல்ல வேண்டியதானேம்மா? யாரோ somebody I can say before itself. I thought you take it for granted. I mean தெரியும்னு நினைச்சிட்டு. Why don't you say it before itself? Somebody can say it, right? And ngam. Okay, I'll explain again. Ngam is this nakara, nakara, nakara. These three are the content of ngam pratyahara. Okay. This ngam is I'm going to use as the tit agama. How to represent the content of ngam pratyahara as tit agama through a single expression. That is explained now. That's what I explained now. I'll do it again. You can see nut, 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 and nut. Nut means it's a tit agama. The content of nut is nakara. The content of nut is nakara. The content of nut is nakara, dantya nakara. So the content are there. Now these three letters, which are the contents of ngam, and the ngam can be used as the tit agama. How? By this expression ngamut, which is ngamut. Ngamut means what? That is nakara, nakara, nakara are the tit agamas. Nakara, nakara, nakara are the tit agama. So ngamut is written individually like this: nut, nut, and nut, whose contents are nakara, 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 respectively. So ngamut, you understand this ngamut? That is what we are going to use in the next sandhi rule. Ngamut means nakara, nakara, or nakara as the tit agama. Tit agama added to the beginning of this stani. You understand this logic? To say ngamut, we are covering all the three pratyaharas, which are the tit agama. It means added to the beginning of this stani. Understand this?
Yes, Ji.
Yes, sir.
Previously, we were saying only one word, one letter as an agama, like tukagama, numagama, atagama. But here, extending it further. Extending it further, a group of letters is expressed through a pratyahara as an agama. Pratyahara also is there, and it's very convenient to express a group of letters. To express a group of letters, as group of letters means not all the letters are the agama simultaneously. Letters are the letters of the pratyahara individually stand as the agama. Now we'll see the rule, then you will understand. The rule is padanta ngam. Padanta ngam preceded by rasva ach. This is an important rule. You see many words in Gita, another text. Padanta ngam preceded by rasva ach and followed by ach. The condition is very important. Preceded by short vowel, followed by vowel. Then the padanta ngam will take ngamut agama. That is the rule. Padanta ngam will take ngamut agama. Ngam stands for 3 letters. Nakara, nakara, nakara. So if nakara is the padanta ngam, then it will take mut agama. If nakara is the padanta ngam, then it will take nut agama. If nakara, dantya nakara is the padanta ngam, then it will take nut agama. This is what the rule says. Example, with the example you will understand. Kasmin plus iti. Kasmin plus iti. Kasmin plus iti is there. Now, nakara is there. Kasmin is, we know, it is kim shabda. Saptami bhakti ekavachan, therefore it's a padam. Padanta nakara. And nakara is nam. It's a nam letter. Followed by the vowel. Preceded by what letter? Preceded by makara. That is a is not makara. Makara plus a. Preceded by ma. That akara is the short vowel. Therefore, this nam letter will take agama. Now, you tell me which agama it will take. We say it will take ngamut agama. Ngamut has got 3. 3 are there. Among the 3, which one it will take?
Nut. Nut.
Third one to note.
Because here nakara is there. Therefore, nakara will come as
Nakara
agama.
will come.
That is the logic. Simple. Nut agama it comes. Right? The content of nut is what? Nakara.
Nakara.
Therefore, kasmin plus niti. Then when you write kasmin niti. So, kasmin plus iti is kasmin niti. You will find this many such examples in the Gita. So, this is an important sandhi to be noted. I'm giving one counter example where this will not happen so that you will understand where it should happen. Asman plus iti is there. Asman plus iti. What will happen to nakara? Will it get nuttagama or not?
No, because it's not her
No,
rasva.
it's not a rasva.
Which is not rasva?
The preceding letter.
Preceded.
Yes.
Letter is not.
Preceded by the long vowel.
Long word.
So therefore, it will not be replaced by, sorry, it will not get nuttagama. It will not get nuttagama because the preceding letter is long vowel. The condition is only rasva. So therefore, when you do sandhi, it's only melanam. It's only a melanam. Therefore, you get asmaniti. You understand this counter example, so you will understand where it should be applied. So generally, when we study, we always say counter example also, because some counter examples makes it very clear where this will apply, where it should not apply. Okay, so you understand this. I'll give more examples. I'll give more examples for this. This is called Namut Agama Sandhi. Namut Agama Sandhi. You can see. I'll give some more examples for this. Pratyang plus Atma. Pratyang is a padam. What will happen? Pratyang is a padam, Atma is another padam. So what will happen now?
Nut agama will.
Pratyang, Nakara is a Nakara preceded by short vowel, followed by any vowel. There's no problem in that. Followed by Ach. So therefore, Pratyang will get Mut Agama. Mut Agama. So you get Pratyang as though it is duplicated 2 times. If you look, Pratyang Atma, you get Pratyang Atma. One more, that Nam letter comes. That's what the Sandhi is. Then that letter will join with just a Melanam. Melanam with the following vowel, you get Pratyang Atma. Similarly, another example. Sugun plus Ishaha. Here, Padanta. Sugun is a padam. Okay. So Padanta, Murudanya Nakara. Preceded by U, short vowel. Followed by Ach. So therefore, here what you get? Sugun, you get Nut Agama. Corresponding Agama will come. Nut Agama plus Ishaha. So you get Sugun Nishaha. Right? I can give more example. It is Gachan plus Asti. Gachan plus Asti. In Gita itself, it is a Kurban Naste and all. Gachan plus Asti. What happens here? Gachan is Padam. We will see Gachan is a Shatranta Padam. We will see that later. Shatranta. And Nakara is the Padanta Nakara preceded by A. Chakara plus A, followed by vowel. So it gets Nut Agama. It gets Nut Agama. Gachan plus Nut Agama plus Asti. So you get Gachan Nasti. Again, get Gachan Nasti. Suppose if it is Gachan plus Na plus Asti, what will happen? Gachan plus Na plus Asti.
Gachan Nasti.
This is different, okay.
Different,
Gachan Nasti. That rule cannot be applied here because of the following is not a vowel, it is Nakara. Nakara plus A. So this is Gachan Nasti. Whereas here, Gachan Nasti, Gachan Nasti. Is it clear? This rule? Kasmin plus Iha. You can tell me what will happen. Kasmin plus Iha. Just write the form.
Kasmin niha.
Kasmin Niha. Then Tasmin. Tasmin plus Tasmin. What will happen here?
Tasmin is
Tasmin. Don't be carried over by the long vowel, following long vowel, because it can be any vowel. So don't think that it's a short vowel. Short vowel only the condition, the preceding, it's condition for the preceding vowel. The following can be any vowel. A is therefore, you may be thinking whether it will happen or not. It will happen. The condition is only for the preceding vowel. Preceding must be a short vowel. Following can be a short or long, doesn't matter. Right? So tasmin, ne tasmin. Then likan plus eva.
Likaneva.
Likan neva. Okay. Kurvan plus eva.
Kurvanneva.
Kurvan neve karma anijiji vijay. Comes in Ishavasya.
In Gita also is a Kurvannapi.
Aste. Yes, Kurvan naste is in Gita. Kurvan plus aste. Kurvan aste. So what will happen?
Kurvanne. The
Kurvan
previous one is
naste.
Kurvaneva.
Neva.
Kurvan naste.
Kurvanna.
So all these are examples for the Sandhi. The Sandhi, I named it as Namut Agama Sandhi. Because Nakara is the, Nam is the Adesha. I mean Agama. Namut is the Agama. So Namut plus Agama, Namut Agama. Namut Agama Sandhi. So Namut Agama Sandhi. Namut Agama Sandhi will take Nam Agama respectively to the Padanta Nam when preceded by short vowel followed by any vowel. This is Namut Agama Sandhi. So we have seen 3 Agama Sandhi. One is Tukagama, number 1. Tukagama, number 2. Third one is Namut Agama. You understand this?
Yes, Sharanji.
Yes, Sharanji.
Yes.
Yes.
So you can see Padantangam preceded by Rasva H followed by H will get Namut Agama. The number is 83. Therefore, it is placed in the consonant Sandhi rule. It is placed before Shutva Sandhi. Tukagama, it is placed separately. Okay. Tukka, because it is in Sapada Saptadhyaya, therefore it is placed separately under the title other rules. Since this is in Tripadi, and therefore it is placed before Shutva Sandhi. 8332, this number is Namaha Rasvadachi Namut Nityam. That is the sutra for this.
Sharanji, Prahasanniva Bharatan Varadaya.
Yes, that also same thing.
Plus even Pirikanamada.
Yes. Pragasan plus Iva you have to split. Very good example, Pragasan Iva. That's why it's in many places in Gita you will see. This is an important Sandhi. Namut Agama Sandhi. I can name it. Namut Agama Sandhi. Namutagama Sandhi. So 3 Agama Sandhi we have seen. Tukagama Sandhi. When does Tukagama Sandhi number 1 will come? What does it mean? Tukagama Sandhi number 1.
Then Rasva H is followed by Chakara.
Rasvach will take Tukagama.
Will take Tukagama.
If it is a Dirga H and Padanta, then it will take. Then also it will
Take Tukagama optionally.
Optionally.
Then third one is Namutagama Sandhi. So with this all the rules in this chart is done. So you can refer to this chart. Each rule with an example is given. So I would request you to remember the example. To remember the rule, remember the example. That's the best way to remember the rule. If you understand all the rules in this chart, then the next class we will see exception to these rules. To see exception to these rules, we need to know these rules very clearly. We are going to see many exceptions, very specific exceptions also. Many exceptions and also some specific exceptions. So for that, we need to know all these rules. up to rule number 38. Rule number 38. All the rules, please go through this. If you have any doubt, you ask me. All of you are silent, so I don't know.
Sharanji,
Afraid whether you understand. Yes.
in Numutagama, sorry, Sharanji.
Please
In
ask.
Numutagama, is when is joining is only the melanum will be happen, right?
Yeah, only
There
melanum.
is no
Yes,
other
yes.
sandhis will.
No sandhi will happen. See, a consonant, I mean, a nakara is there, a num letter is there, followed by ach. What will happen? Ach follows. Nothing happens. If it is followed by chav letter, suppose nakara is there, padanta nakara, okay, then followed by chav letter and chav followed by yam, then at least you can do what? Nakara will be replaced by ru and all. But can it happen? The question is, can it happen? Can anyone answer whether it will happen or not? Padanta nakara, here there's agama comes, right? Not agama. After that, sandhi, only melanum will happen. That's a question. Suppose if it is there, then if other than ach comes, this rule will not apply. Number one. Second thing is, what could have happened there?
Yeah, Shutwas sandhi.
Not shutva. You understand the question? If you understand the question, then
If it is followed by H
no.
letter,
Only followed by H letter, because it is followed by H letter, therefore melanum. Nothing happens. Right? That
yeah, H means melanum.
H means melanum.
Hal.
If any other letter comes, then this namutagama will not come. First of all, it will not come. That is number one.
Okay.
Number two is, what could have happened? What could have happened if it is followed by other than vowel? Let's say consonant. Chav letter. I'm saying chav letter.
It will be
Sorry?
It will be Repa Anuswara or
Yes, it will be Repa.
Repa Anuswara or Repa Anunasika.
Yes, that's all. Repa Anuswara, Repa Anusika will happen. And note that the Repa Anuswara, the Repa Anusika, that sandhi, that comes first. And this comes later. Namut Agama Sandhi is 8332. It is 8332. Whereas the Padanta Nakara becoming a Repa and preceding vowel getting Anuswara, Anunasika, Adesha. If you see that rule, the number, where does it come? It is 837. So, if it is a Padanta Nakara followed by chav and followed by yam, this rule will take care. 837 will take care. And if it is not followed by chav, if it is followed by vowel, then the Namutagama Sandhi, 8332, that will take care. Clear? Ramkaveji.
Yes, Sharanji. Here I have some confusion.
Confusion will be there. It will come. So it will get clear over it when we do more and more exercises. That's how we do. So many things are there. You have to make all the connect all the things in your mind. When this will happen, that will happen. You have to do Nididhyasanam on this.
Yes, Sharanji. Here, what did I wrote? The cow letter, the nakara, stani, adesha is repa, nimitta is chow letter. This is not alone the only condition. The chow letter is followed by letter, then nakara will be replaced by repa. Where it will apply, Sharanji, then?
Where it will apply? Again, what is it? I
The
thought you
rule repa anuswara sandhi. When you taught us, when does it happen? I wrote all these rules. It happens when Padanta Nakara followed by Chav letter.
Okay.
Nakara is Stani, Adesha is Repa, Nimitta is Chav letter.
Chav letter followed by Chav letter followed by is the.
This is not only the condition. The Chav letter is followed by then
yes.
nakara will be replaced by repa.
Yes.
Here I have some confusion.
What confusion? Nakara will be replaced by repa. And the preceding vowel will take Anuswara or Anunasika Adesha. That
Yeah,
also.
preceding vowel will take Anuswara. So, yeah.
Yes.
Then Padanta Repa followed by Kar. The Repa will replace by Visarga is the following.
That's okay.
Okay. Yeah, I got it, Sharanji.
You see the screen, the same thing. This file is there with you.
Yeah, I have it, Sharanji. I took a printout.
That's it. That is, the rule is very clearly written there. Padanta Nakara followed by Chow, Chow followed by Am. Then only this Nakara replacement happens. And the preceding vowel also simultaneously gets replaced. Gets an Adesha, Anunasika or Anuswara.
Okay, Sharanji. Now I got it.
Okay. So here also it is Anunasika is born. Anunasika is born. So we can call it as one more Anuswara Sandhi. Sorry, Anuswara as well as Anunasika is born here. So we can call it as one more Anuswara Sandhi, but I don't want to call it because Repa also comes as Adesha. Therefore, Repa Anuswara Sandhi. So Anuswara, if you see, it is born through three conditions, three different situations. Anuswara is born. Number one, Padanta Makara becomes Anuswara. Remember that. Apadanta Makara when followed by Jal becomes Anuswara. Number two. And this is, in fact, this is first. 837 is first, comes first. That is Padanta Nakara replaced by Repa and preceding gets Anuswara Adesha. Anuswara is born. So three places Anuswara born. So you have to go through the rules and understand a collective understanding of the whole thing. That needs a lot of practice. We need to do practice. Only by taking a text, splitting the Sandhi, you will be able to understand. So up to today's class, all the important Sandhi rules have been covered. If you know these rules, any Padam, any Sandhi, you will be able to split. You can split. There will not be any problem. Then from the next class, we are going to see exceptions. Before seeing exceptions, Utsargas must be clear. Utsargas must be clear. So you please do go through all the examples and this document. Have clear understanding about what we discussed. If you missed it, then later it will be a problem. When you split Sandhi, you will not understand how it's split. That's why I keep asking it, whether they understand. And you also see, slowly we have built up the standard, starting from Achsandhi, slowly added one by one. Now you will see a lot of rules have come up. So,
Sharanji, I have a question. Here the Anuswara Sandhi number 2, how it is come cupping is, I just stop it until come.
how becomes Kapin? What is Kapin? Kapi is a dhatu.
Yeah. How it comes as it is only come by until I wrote, then how it, I don't understand that. How
Which one you don't understand?
That cupping, how we write cupping?
There is no Kapin. There is only Kapi.
Kapi, okay.
Where is Kapin?
So Kapi, here it is only come until one, then how it is comes Kapi, Sharanji?
Where is Kapi, I'm asking.
The first example, Kapi equals...
Kapi is a dhatu.
Okay.
First you make me understand your question. What is your question?
How the dhatu comes, the Kapi is comes.
Kapi has become Kamp. That is what I explained to this. It means you are asking what is Anuswara Sandhi number 2.
No, Sharanji. Okay, now I got it. Because it's Kapi is become a Kamp. Okay.
Kapi is a Idit Dhatu. Kapi is a Idit Dhatu. Idit Dhatu get a Num Agama. Therefore, Nakara comes after the last touch. Then Nakara Kamp. It is Kamp you are getting. Apadanta Nakara. There only I am applying this rule.
Yeah, the Anuswara
after this only I'm applying. Okay, if you I can indicate by this. Here only I'm applying this. Apadanta Nakara followed by Pakara, which is a Jal letter. Then Apadanta Nakara is replaced by Anuswara, Kamp. And this Anuswara followed by the next rule, which comes later, becomes comp. That is different. If you find it difficult, you can remove it. If you find it difficult, up to this it's fine. Up to here only this is a rule. Further it happens. Later, anuswara followed by this A letter becomes comp. Maybe I can put that within bracket.
Yeah,
That's
the by
nothing to do
A
with
letter.
this.
Anuswara is followed
That is
by
that comes later. Don't get confused with this. Because I assume that you all know, that's why I just put everything together. Okay. So we stop here. Om Purnamadav Purnamidham Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.
ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳು ಶರಣ್.
ಧನ್ಯವಾದ
ಧನ್ಯವಾದ ಶರಣ್.
ಧನ್ಯವಾದ ಶರಣ್.
ಧನ್ಯವಾದ ಶರಣ್.